Greetings everyone. Hey, it's Mr. Gormley again. What we are doing today, we're going to take our Kentucky chair. You should have your assembly done. If you do, you're at this next step. And we're going to make our actual blueprint. So, if you remember, I'm going to refer back to our notes of how to make an IDW or drawing file. This is our blueprint, okay? So first we're going to open a new drawing file, the ansi.idw. So I'm going to go into Inventor. Go up to my big I, go to New, and I could just hover over this and go straight to Drawing, or I could just click New, and then come down to Drawing, and I look for ANSI in inches IDW. So I go to Create. We're going to wait for this to come up. So the first thing that we want to do is adjust our page so that our sheet is actually the right size that we need it to be. So I'm going to come over here, right click on sheet. So remember, this is our browser over here. Right click on this and I'm going to go to edit sheet. Edit sheet. So I click on that and now I can look and see what size I need. So if we look and I go, oh, I'm going to need a size A. So size A is what a normal piece of paper is. That's your 11 by 8.5, and you'll see the height and width come up. It should say 11 by 8.5 right there. Okay? We want to keep it in landscape, so we're going to click OK. Now you'll notice what happens. My title block here all of a sudden becomes very large. We don't want that. So I'm going to come over to this. And I'm going to delete my title block so that it gets out of the way. I still have my border, but I can't. And if I wanted to, I could delete the border as well, but I'm going to keep the border. It kind of helps me out. So my first step, we're going to come up here. I've already taken care of my sheet drawing here, and now I'm going to go and click on base. So we're going to click on that. So now that I've clicked on base, you'll see that I've got the last file that I had open. And I don't want that right now. What I want is to find, click on that right there, and I need to go to the file that I had all my parts in. So I need to get all of my parts, because this is what's most important, guys. The individual parts. So I'm going to start with part A. So I'm going to open. Oh, that was for me. So I'm going to open this and I look and I go, oh man, this is super small. I can change the scale so that it's slightly bigger. Okay, so we can do 1/4. I could do 1/8 if I wanted to, but 1/4 is going to work because I want to be able to see it. So I'm going to click. Remember, I'm not going to hit OK. I want to move it where I want to move it to. So I'm going to click, and then I have that view, and then I'm going to raise it up and get this view. So I get that. Right click and create. Now, let's say I put it down, I didn't like it. You can move it around the page after you have placed it and created it. So you still can do that. So I'm going to do that for all of the parts. So I have part A, part B. I'm going to open that up. Remember, don't worry about all this. This is because I've put this in a certain folder. So I'm going to go to 1/4 and see that, oh wait, this is too big when I have it at 1/4 of scale. So let's try 1/8. And you'll see that that's a little smaller. So I'm going to click and click there, hit create. And I'm going to keep hitting base and get part C. So click this, click that, create. Now let's say I see this and I'm like, oh man, you know, I really wish I could change the size of it. So you see I can come over this and double click on it and it will open up the view. I can then change it down to 1/8 and it will shrink it down for me. So now everything is the same size. So you're going to get all of your parts, and you want to get your assembly. Come on, where are we? Oh, we're thinking. You want to get your assembly in there, and you want to get all of your parts, huh? And so you keep clicking on base until you have all of those parts. So I keep going. Now let's say I got too hurried up and you notice I don't have my top view. I can double click on, or I can click on this and go projected, which will give me the different views of this. So then I can right click create. So once I'm missing one, but I want to just, so you're not watching me do all of it, I want to show the next part that I would need to do is go up to annotate, click dimension, and I would need to dimension everything that I have. Okay, and I want to zoom up, get my center line, and here we have 1.5, center of your circle, and 12. And so I need all of those dimensions as well. I also need from here to here, and from here to here. You need that on all of them. Okay, so you're going to get all of that done. You do not need any dimensions on this projection right here, your assembly. You only want all the dimensions for all of these. So remember, how long in is the board and where are the holes located? This is what you will be turning in to me for your grading. All right? Good luck, guys.